Do you know you can bounce your effect sense into an audio file? Well, let me show you how I do mine. So in few steps, I'm going to be showing you how I bounce my effect sense into an audio file in order to help my processor work efficiently. You can check out my previous video to know how I built this track from scratch. The link is on the description so you can understand how we got here. So whenever I'm mixing either my vocals or my instrumentals, and this message pops up, the first thing that comes to mind is to increase the buffer size, right? But that doesn't really solve the problem. What I do instead is to reduce the number of plugins I use on my project. And how I do that is to commit these plugins. So I'm going to show you how I go about this process. But before I do that, I would like you to please subscribe to this channel, share, like, comment, and also click on the notification button to get notified when I drop the next video. So the first thing I'll do is to choose the track I want to commit. And in this case, the track I want to commit is this reverb one. This the reverb for my percussion. So this is the track I want to commit. So I'm choosing this reverb one. The next thing I'll do is to solo the track and make sure that the amount of signal that's going out from this track is exactly what I want. So I'm going to solo it and play it to be sure. So that is the next thing I'll do. So I guess this is exactly what I want. So this is the second thing I do to make sure that the signal going out from this particular aux channel is exactly the amount of signal I want to commit. I'll go to my tool menu and choose the pencil tool. Now this is how it works for Mac. Sorry, for Logic, and I don't know how it works for any other though. But for Logic, this is how it works. I can choose the pencil tool right here, and when I come back to this place, you see it's showing pencil. But you can either choose from here or choose from here, right? Whichever one. But when you're using the second one, you have to hold down your command button on Mac to activate the pencil tool. So okay, let me choose from this one. Then after doing that, the next thing I'll do is to come to my reverb or the aux track I want to bounce and hold down command and click on it. Then this empty file will show up. Right. So that is what you want to do. So after doing that, I will go to this the bottom right corner of my empty file, and this will change automatically change the look of my mouse to this. Right. Then the next thing I'll do is to hold down and drag to the end of the circle. Smooch. Right here. Yeah, so I'll hold down and drag to the end of the circle. This orange looking line is the circle. So I will hold this down and drag to the end, as you just saw. So the next thing I'll do is to click on the file. You can right click if you're using mouse, but I'm using my two fingers on my trackpad. So you click on it and this menu pop up. I'll choose this bounce in place. Now this will pop up on your screen. But if you don't want to do this, you can hold your Control B and you still get the same um, results. Then I'll go ahead to change the name right here. This is a percussion, so I'm going to name it um, Peck, just to make sure it's the same. The same arrow verb. So that's what I'll do. After then, I'll hit OK and my track will process. You can see the track right here. My plugins are now imprinted on this track. Before it was an empty file. But before you go ahead to print this file on this menu right here, after renaming your track, you make sure that everything that is here is sticked to what you want, right? So you go through this bus before clicking OK. So that's what you do, and you get this track right here. So finally, now we have this track right here. I'm going to solo to make sure that the track I printed is exactly what I wanted. This is just to make sure there's no biggie, just to make sure that this is what I actually want. Now this is out of the way, I can decide to delete or mute the aux channel. But in this case, I want to mute all the plugins so it doesn't no signal goes out from this channel. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll go to my percussion and mute this as well. You can decide to drag this closer to your percussion, so it to be very close to your percussion, so you know that this is just your reverb. It's actually optional. That's what I do to save my processor from working too much. You can do the same for all your aux tracks or your effect sends. This is what I do to save space for my processor to work efficiently. If there's any question, there's something I didn't explain very well, or there's something you want to know, feel free to leave it on the comment section, or you can send me a DM. My handle is on the description. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep the channel growing. Like, share, and also click on the notification button to get notified when I drop the next video. Thanks for watching and see you soon.